I'm at the point where I'm ready to test. I want to upload my form, I want to see if it can connect with the script, and I want to see if the results are sent back to me in an email and how those results look. See if I need to change anything or tweak anything. So I want to just jump over to GoDaddy for a moment, and in the section, let me just take a moment and jump there again, go to web hosting. When you're in this hosting dashboard, right now we've looked at the FTP file manager already, but there's another section, settings, content. And in content, there's an icon called form mail. And what this indicates is the recipient, the email recipient of the form data. So while you're testing, whether for yourself, obviously, or for your client especially, make sure that this is you. Don't plug your client's name into this form's email address until you're sure the form runs flawlessly, because you do not want to, inundate them with bad information, all of these form results. So that would be something to just kind of note in GoDaddy. One other thing to think about is, if I'm a user and I fill out this form and I hit the submit button, what's going to happen? Do I want to just stay on this form wondering if I really sent it off? No, you need to create some sort of a redirect. Where is this page going to go? Where are you going to send them after they've submitted the form? So there's a piece of code that we need to add into our form, and it's pretty straightforward to think about, but not often easy to remember. So this will be on Blackboard, but it's a field, and its job is to redirect. So after the form is submitted, it's going to redirect them. And type hidden just simply means it's not an actual form element that's something that you click on or fill in. So we're redirecting to a file, and I'm going to create a file called thanks.html that I'm going to upload right to the same directory level as my form. And so after they fill out the form, hit submit, it's going to send them to thanks.html. You can put that line of code anywhere within your form. So I know it's really hard to see in this movie, but this is the start of my form. Form action, webmailer, PHP. And then I start my legend and my label. Well, that input type equals hidden is just kind of plopped in here. So just make sure that that is somewhere within the beginning and the ending form tag. That part of it doesn't matter that much. Here's the simple, thanks.html file that I've created. Just says, thank you for submitting your information. Please visit the home page. Now, it's very plain. I'd want to build in some links or some navigation, some other ways so that they're not marooned on this particular page. But hopefully you get the idea. The form is filled out. They're going to be sent to a page of your choice. Okay, so we've doctored up our code a bit to redirect. We've created this new thanks.html. Now I'm ready to, I'm going to use fetch to upload everything. So I have that new file that I've created, thanks.html, my form 2, and my Sprite assets. Remember, your Sprite assets have the JavaScript and the CSS file if you've chosen to validate certain text fields or buttons. Okay, so I'm going to upload this and give that a moment. Okay, so let's check this out in the browser. I've already checked it out a few times in the browser, so let me just backtrack here. Okay, so I'm typing in initially the name of my website, PennyAguileraDesign.com / the name of my form, which was my form2.html, and here it is. So I'm going to fill it out, just anything, speed. Now the email, though, I do have to follow some sort of normal email writing protocol or it won't validate for me. Okay. And okay, so I'm sending the application and boom, I'm to my thanks.html. So you can see where you'd really want to theme this and make it look like the other pages of your website, but at least it worked. Now, all we have to do is wait for GoDaddy or your server to send you that email. Now, it does take a while, and of course I've done this a little bit earlier just to make sure that it was going to work. And I've done it a few times. So here's form submission, October 31st. Here's my name. Here's my address. But this is what it looks like. Again, I know it's hard to see, but it will tell you the labels that you've created and the results. Now, I actually want to open up another one here. Okay, what I want to show you specifically is it says select : snake. Well, that's not very helpful to me. What are they responding to? Up here I've said, you know, pets owned, checkbox. There's a lot of things going on here. So I want to go back and really examine my form and the elements and make sure that what's being sent back to me makes sense, because that's just as important as what the form looks like on screen. So let's see, pets. What pets do you own? Well, when I click on these individual, you know, what pets do you own, checked value checkbox, well, that's not very helpful. I would want that to say hamster. Okay, I know that's a typo, but just moving on. This one, I would want it to say dog, this one cat, and so forth. So it's possible that you will have to go back and really examine, you know, fill everything out a few times, send it to yourself just to make sure that you're getting these values and these labels accurately set up. This was another area that I noticed I had an issue. What pets are you afraid of? And when I click on that list, I see that it says select. So it said select : snake. So again, not very helpful. So I'll have to put pets afraid of here. Okay, so I would upload the form again and, you know, resend it, make sure that I'm being sent to myself so I can confirm that everything is right. But just to kind of, again, sum that up, what these, and even here, state, it is properly labeled state. So as you click on any of these, if they do not come up labeled appropriately, make sure that you're giving them a name that means something. Otherwise, when you're getting your results back, you're going to get things that say like select snake, and they're not going to make any sense.